Good afternoon, my loves. I just wanted to come back to you today with another book. This one was one we've done in the past, and I like it so much I wanted to bring it back to you today. Hold it up in the sun. It's kind of glaring today. I apologize. So this one is called Untamed by Glennon Doyle. You're probably familiar with this one. We've done it in the past. Let me lower that a little bit. Maybe. Yeah, there. Now you can see it better. It also has a companion journal that if you like Glennon and you don't have the companion, I would highly recommend. It says it's called Get Untamed, and I like the little blurb on the back. It reads, hold on glasses, because birthdays. Every life is an unprecedented experiment. This life is mine alone. So I've stopped asking people for directions to places that they've never been. There's no map. We are all pioneers. So there's no map. We are all pioneers. If Glennon Doyle is someone you enjoy reading, I highly recommend you take a walk through her journal. Anyway, back to the book. What I wanted to read to you today starts on page 63. Again, the title is Untamed by Glennon Doyle. I apologize. The sun is glaring today, even though they're calling for snow. Here's our sun. Okay, so have a listen. When I was a child, I felt that I needed to feel and follow my gut and planned only from my imagination. I was wild until I was tamed by shame, until I started hiding and numbing my feelings for fear of being too much. Sound familiar? Until I started deferring to others' advice instead of trusting my own intuition, until I became convinced that my imagination was ridiculous and my desires were selfish. Until I surrendered myself to the cages of others' expectations, until I buried who I was in order to become what I should be. I lost myself when I learned how to please. Sobriety was my painstaking resurrection. She talks earlier in the book about her battle with addiction. If that's something that speaks to you, I would definitely recommend Glennon Doyle. It was my return to wild. It was one long remembering. It was realizing that the hot electric thunder I felt buzzing and rolling inside was me, trying to get my attention, begging me to remember, insisting, I'm still here. I'm still here. So I finally unlocked and unleashed her. I set free my beautiful, rowdy, true, wild self. I was right about her power. It was too big for the life I was living, so I systematically dismantled every piece of it. Then I built a new life of my own. I did it by resurrecting the very parts of myself I was trained to mistrust, hide, and abandon in order to keep others comfortable. My emotions, my intuition. Again, if you're just joining us, this is Untamed by Glennon Doyle. My imagination, my courage, those are the keys to freedom. I'm going to say those again. My emotions, my intuition, my imagination, and my courage. Those are the keys to freedom. Those are who we are. We will be brave enough to unlock them ourselves. Will we be brave enough to set ourselves free? Will we finally step out of our cages and say to ourselves, to our people, and to the world, here I am? Will we finally step out of our cages and say to ourselves, to our people, and to the world, here I am? I encourage you, if you haven't read anything by Glennon Doyle, definitely look her up. Oh, hey, Carol. Nice to see you, too. Finally caught you on the live. Anyway, Glennon Doyle, she has podcasts. I know she's taking a break from social media temporarily, but if you get on Spotify or YouTube, you can catch her there. Highly recommend her and anything she's written. Again, this is the book Untamed. Comes with a companion journal. These are two of my favorites. All right. Hope things are going well for you. Have a great day. Thanks again for being here. I so appreciate your love, your support, and take care.